Anyway, next we have Verizon. As I mentioned, one of the big telecom giants in the United States has recently sold off one of their key acquisitions in the past. You have AOL, if you're familiar. That was even before Facebook and all, or even Instagram, as well as Yahoo for $5 billion. Now, what's interesting here is they sold it at a loss. Okay, and what's interesting in the article is that the company is now going to be merged and going to be known, AOL and Yahoo, as Yahoo moving forward. Now, according to businessinsiders.com, uh, the the company Verizon originally purchased AOL way back in 2015 in the sum of $4.4 billion. So it's a pretty steep amount for acquiring a company. And then a year later, they acquired Yahoo in the sum of $4.83 billion. So both companies is worth in the north of $9 to $10 billion. But what's interesting here, that the telecom giant have struggled to turn a profit here. So let's see. So as I mentioned, the Verizon has found it difficult to make it a profitable endeavor here, and they were forced to write down nearly $5 billion in related losses way back in 2018. So let's see here. And not only that, so they're now looking ways how to make the best of it. So obviously selling it is another way of going about if you cannot make it profitable. And they were able to find a company to buy those two companies at a loss. So at a bargain for the company buying it, at a big loss for Verizon for selling it at a cheap. But what's interesting here, they're still maintaining a minority stake in the company. So meaning they don't want to sold off completely in their interaction, meaning their delve into social media may not have been as successful as they would like to be here. Anyway, what's interesting here, the new company formed by AOL and Yahoo will be known, as mentioned, as Yahoo, and the new owner who bought this is a private equity firm known as Apollo Global Management here. So if you're familiar with the company, the billionaire CEO Leon Black was recently in a scandal where he recently stepped down earlier this year, as news emerged when Mr. Black had financial ties to the disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein. If you're familiar, the sexual offender who was charged at the time. So Apollo and Verizon expect the deal to be closed sometime later this year. So hopefully the company could turn around those two companies. Anyway.